Hi guys, it's Amelia Parker. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching today. As you probably know, there is a sale going on at Sephora, which is awesome because nothing at Sephora really ever goes on sale. And everything there is always like crazy expensive. I grabbed a couple things and I just wanted to give a few recommendations for things that I really like at Sephora and hopefully you can buy too. So first and foremost, I want to say that the Sephora sale, I generally save things that are kind of on the more expensive side because I don't want to be spending like $130 on a Natasha Denona palette when I can be saving the 20% off. So that's usually something that I'll save in my cart or in my favorites for a few months until they have the sale in August, and I also believe that they have one in November. I get 20% off because I'm Rouge. I know that they do the VIB for other members as well for 15% off, which is also a really good deal. I mean, 15-20% off, whatever you can finagle is a really great deal. The first thing that I have from Laneige is the Moisture Water Bank Cream. I put this product in another video for my birthday hauls. It's really awesome. It's great. It's super hydrating, especially in the summer when I need that extra hydration. And that kind of leads me into the next one that I love, which is the Laneige Lip Mask. The Laneige Lip Mask, oh my god. It is so good. I got the berry one. There's also a vanilla one, I believe, but it is so amazing, like all across the board. I'll usually use a lip scrub before I use this, and then I'll throw this right on and go the heck to sleep. The last Laneige product that I have is the Water Sleeping Mask. This is also phenomenal in the winter when I need the extra hydration. It's just a little something extra that I put on my face kind of right before I go to bed. I'll usually do my normal skincare routine, I'll even do normal moisturizer, and then I'll throw this on top of it, and the next day I'll wake up and all of the dry patches that I have on my face will be gone. The nice thing about this too is that it doesn't clog my pores. I feel like a lot of the time with things that are super extra hydrating, they're really heavy, and this is not. It's kind of like a gel on the inside. It's so nice and light. That is what I love about it the most, I think. So this is one of my favorite things that I use on a regular basis. In addition to Laneige, I also love the Glow Recipe. I only have it in a sample size, but I got both of these in full sizes for the VIB and Rouge Sale. So in my left hand, I have the Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. This is so light. You know how sometimes like the Caudalie moisturizer, it's kind of like almost like fatty feeling because it's so thick? I don't like that. I like something a little bit more watery, and this moisturizer is like that perfect amount of like wateriness, but there's still like vitamins and like hydration and like able to like penetrate your skin. And then after I use that, I also will use the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. I'm super excited about this one, and the fact that they both smell like watermelon on crack. It's kind of like that extra like hydration. It's similar to the Laneige sleeping mask that I just talked about before, but it's like that little extra oomph of hydration, and also kind of just like gives you like that summery vibe of like the watermelon, which I think I'm gonna miss in the winter, so I definitely want to stock up on this. So another really big expensive item that I typically wait until the 20% off sale to purchase is perfume. Perfume at Sephora is so stinking expensive. And here and there I'll find a perfume that I really like and I can't wait until the sale, so I'll buy that. But it actually happened that one of the perfumes that I had my eye on, two of the perfumes that I had my eye on, came out right around this sale. I wanted to wait until they had the sale so that I could buy both of them and save a little bit of money. A couple weeks ago, I ended up getting the K. Ali Vanilla Perfume. It's a perfume by Huda. It's really nice. I actually got a sample pack of all of their K. Ali perfumes not that long ago, and I love every single one of them just separately. The musk one is really good, and the citrus one is also really good. But I got a coupon in my Allure Beauty box because they sent out another vanilla sample in one of the boxes recently, and they had like a 20% off coupon. It wasn't from Sephora, I had to buy it on the website itself, but it's still at Sephora. I think it's online only, but it smells absolutely amazing. It's definitely one of my favorite perfumes. I'm super picky when it comes to scent, so I was really excited that I liked this one. Another perfume that I really like from Sephora is the Atelier perfume. It's kind of on the smaller side. It is very expensive, but this is the Pacific Lime scent, It's kind of on the strong citrusy side, which is not typically a scent that I'm drawn to. However, this one smells so good. It is so summery and just like fresh. Some of the other scents that I will be purchasing during the Sephora VIB Rouge Sale, I will be touching on later on because it comes along with another product line that I will be mentioning later on in the video. One brand that I've heard everybody saying that they want to get during this VIB Rouge Sale is Fenty. I feel like you can't go wrong with Fenty. Absolutely everything that they put out, I'm completely impressed by. I have so many of their highlighters, I have so many of their lips, I have so many different things from them, including my concealer, which I also highly recommend if you are getting in on this sale. Fenty is easily one of my favorite brands ever. I have not been so impressed by a brand at Sephora. Look at how, like, freaking beautiful that is. It is like literal diamonds in there, and it's a little bit yellow because I've used it over foundation and dipped my brush in it again. You can see it right on the side of my hand. Oh my god, like it is like a crystal ball. This highlight in particular has to be my absolute favorite highlighter. It is so gorgeous. It's like a freaking disco ball every time I put it on my face. And it's just like the right amount of extra without looking like I'm like glaring and covered in glitter. I am obsessed with it. I also wanted to touch on the concealer because this is one of my favorite concealers. I have actually never tried the foundation from Fenty, but this concealer is amazing across the board. Like, I have tried so many different concealers, and this one, it just touches every single point that I like. The packaging's beautiful. The fact that it's creamy is amazing. Like, I need a creamy concealer. I don't like the ones that are like super liquidy because I feel like they just don't provide enough coverage. I also love the amount of coverage that it has. The color range is absolutely amazing. And the texture of it, even after it dries, is just so light and it just feels like skin. And I feel like it kind of is hydrating. I don't know if that was an intention at all, but I feel like my under eye is so hydrated even when I take my makeup off at the end of the day. So definitely recommend this, like honestly over Shape Tape. Shape Tape is like pretty good, like everyone's favorite, like cult classic, whatever, but this is my freaking holy grail for concealer. I also have one more recommendation from Fenty. It is the Fenty Flyliner. This is my favorite eyeliner. Like, Rihanna went off when she did this line. I love felt tip liners, but I feel like sometimes when you use a felt tip liner, especially with the Stila one, it goes on pretty nice, but then once it dries, if you try to go over it again, it just picks up all of the black that's already on your eye, and that drives me absolutely nuts. With this one, that is not the case. It is so precise, it is so watery, yet it doesn't run. And the felt tip is amazing. I don't feel like I have to like cut it every third time that I use liquid eyeliner, which is great because sometimes the tip, like the top of the applicator, it kind of gets like that weird ball at the end, and then you have to take a pair of scissors and like carefully cut without like making sure that you're gonna mess it up. So this is like easily my favorite eyeliner. I am so glad that I made the switch. I was super skeptical at first before I started to try it, but then when I bought it and used it for the first time, it was like beyond my wildest dreams amazing. So I also have the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, and that's like another cult classic, and it's like really good. I actually just recently hit pan on it, and I'm trying to use the rest of it before I move on to this next bronzer. However, I'm obsessed with this bronzer. I've seen a couple tutorials on it, and I've like played with it on the back of my hand and like used it on my face a couple times, even though I'm like kind of cheating on my Hoola bronzer and I'm supposed to be panning it. But this is so absolutely beautiful. It is the Marc Jacobs bronzer in the shade Tantastic, and there is so much in here. Like, look at how big that is. Look at how giant. I mean, what can I hold up in size? So this is my iPhone 10. In comparison to my iPhone 10, look at how big this thing is. It is huge. So there is a ton of product in here. I also like it for the fact that, like, again, I'm a cool tone, and it is like beyond hard to find a bronzer that is good for a cool tone. But if you look at this one, it's kind of a little bit more on the neutral side, maybe a little bit into the cool side, but I feel like with the Hoola bronzer, sometimes it makes me orange, and I don't like that. It doesn't look good on me. So I need something a little bit more neutral / cool, and this is it. It is so buttery, it is so like soft to the touch, and it's like the perfect shade. So I highly recommend this, and I can't wait until I like completely pan out my entire Hoola bronzer so I can move on to this one, because it is freaking amazing, and it's also like $52 bronzer, so I want to use it eventually. But don't forget, you get the 15 or 20% off, so it's not $52 anymore. So another thing that I got during one of the VIB Rouge sales last year was actually a fairly expensive item, and most people tell me that they can't believe I have it because it's an $130 item, and yeah, like heck it is, because it's freaking beautiful. But it was totally worth investing the $120 minus 20%. And I got this beautiful Natasha Denona palette. It is the Tropic palette. I actually haven't really ever dipped into it. I recently, within the past, like, I don't know, close to a year now, have just been buying eyeshadow as more of like a collector's item, and I'll use it here and there. But I just love the color story of this one. I kind of love that the top 2-ish rows are all like neutrals, and then she puts like this little bit of color in here. Like we have like this cute like shimmery yellow. We have this gorgeous purple. I am obsessed with this purple. That's like one of the reasons that I bought this. The blue on the bottom here is absolutely gorgeous, but not really something that I would use. However, these 3 colors, oh my god, they're so pretty. I have used this one a handful of times. It's called Mint Frost, and it is to die for. Like, this palette alone is $129, and I literally spent $129 so I could have this color, and this color. I'm not even exaggerating. But you know what? When you save up your money and you spend it on stuff like that that you want, I mean, there are 100 other hobbies that I could have, and I feel like makeup is a pretty good one, so earlier when I was talking about perfume, I wanted to move on to this brand before I mentioned what perfume I was getting. If I had to pick 3 of my favorite hair care brands, it would be Milkshake, which isn't sold at Sephora. It would also be The Way, and it would also be Amika. And both The Way and Mika are sold at Sephora, which is so exciting because every time you need a hair care product, I can go there and I can get points for it. So, the one that I wanted to touch on first that has the new perfume out is The Way. I also got this in a box. I think it was actually my FabFitFun box, and it was actually a couple months after I started using the scalp scrub, which I'll show you in one second. This is amazing. I used this with my Amika blowout spray. So the Way Detangler is easily one of my new favorite products. I was using the Milkshake Incredible Milk before, and this actually kind of was a really good replacement. It's a really good detangler. It hydrates my ends, and it just smells absolutely amazing. I like to do this one, and then I mix it with the Amika Bombshell Blowout Spray. This keeps my ends so hydrated, it detangles easily. I only wash my hair once a week, so my hair gets pretty tangly, and I love throwing this in there after I shower, and I can brush right through. I also use the Way Scalp and Body Scrub. This smells so good, and a little bit goes a long way. I actually think I got a mini of this a long time ago in my Allure Beauty box, and I was completely sold. I had been looking for something that was going to help me get all of like the dandruff and like dead skin off of my scalp, and this really helps, and it also just smells amazing. The thing with this is that there's 2 different scents in both of these. So this one is an equivalent to the Melrose Place, which is the new perfume from The Way, and then the Detangler is the equivalent of the North Bondi. So I actually ended up getting both perfumes because I couldn't decide, because I just love the way smells. I wouldn't have spent the full price on both of them. I would have only bought one if I had to pay full price. However, because I got both of them at 20% off, I decided, you know what, I'll just splurge and get both. The last brand that I want to touch up on is also hair, and that would be the Amika brand. I have these 3, and then I also have the Bombshell Blowout Spray and the regular shampoo in my shower. So what I'll do with the regular shampoo in the shower is I'll just put it on my roots in addition to the Way Scalp and Body Scrub and kind of scrub everything out. And then what I will do with this is I kind of alternate this out with the Milkshake Purple shampoo. This is like the same exact thing. I just kind of wanted to try this one out, and now that I have it, I'm just like alternating it until I run out of the purple milkshake one. I will do this on my like balayage until like the ends to give it like that little bit of like purpliness so that I can have like the platinum blonde hair that I have. I also have the Amika Bushwick Beach Wave Spray. I've used this a handful of times. It's really nice because it's no salt. I feel like sometimes when I use like sea salt spray to like wave my hair, it gives me like that really gross like sticky texture in my hair, which I really don't like, especially because I only wash my hair once a week. I don't want like sticky sea salt spray stuck in my hair for like the next 3 or 4 days if I use it on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. And it also makes it really hard to style later on too, because then it's all like that like nasty product feeling. The scent is the same as like pretty much anything else in the Amika line, and I highly recommend this if you can get your hands on it. The last thing that I have for you is the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. This is like my absolute favorite dry shampoo. I have tried like everything across the board because I'm like pretty oily. Come Tuesday or Wednesday, I generally have like some pretty oily hair that I need to take care of. And this kind of touches on everything that I want, which includes the fact that it's not stiff when I use it. The smell is amazing. It just has like that really nice Amika scent. I know that The Way just came out with the new perfumes that smell like their line, and honestly, I wish that Amika would come out with a perfume that smelled like their signature scent as well. I have a hair perfume from them. I also have a room spray from Amika, so you can say basically that I'm obsessed. But Amika, like, for sure has to be like one of my top 3 favorites. So I hope you guys have been at least a little bit enlightened about some of the products that they have at Sephora that I personally like. I'm very picky when it comes to scent, I'm very picky when it comes to like wear, and I'm very picky when it comes to like texture. So these are kinds of things that I personally like, and I hope that this helped. So let me know in the comments below what you got during the VIB Rouge Sale. Thank you for watching today. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Amelia R. Parker. Don't forget to subscribe below and hit the bell to get notifications for whenever I upload new videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!